automotive. So today we had a lot going on. We're on the way to the junkyard right now to get, slipped my mind.
So maybe a new coolant reservoir, but I found out that the radiator that we want to use on the 98 does not have, the hose does not, it doesn't have a radiator cap. And the hose that goes on the 5.4, it doesn't go down under the belt for the power steering pump. So the hose for the 90 that I took off my truck, that fits, but there's no T in it, so where that would go up to the reservoir to fill up the radiator and the coolant, because there's no radiator cap on these. And I've already bought the shroud and we bought the shroud.
I did.
And the fans, so we don't want, and that fits that radiator, so we don't want to change the radiator. So either I'm going to try to find where I can put a T in there, with a metal with two hose clamps with a T, and then I can put another hose on it that goes up to the reservoir. So we're just doing some searching down here, seeing a couple different things. We'll pick up a couple things. At least we'll try to find a reservoir and get that. And then
I do want to say we had a reservoir, but we had
how many?
We had like 3, okay? And we were cleaning stuff out, and I specifically asked him, hey, do we need any of these? He was like, no, junk them. So what do? I throw them in the dumpster, okay? Now here we are, having to go get one.
Well, I didn't realize, I knew, but I didn't think about it, about not having a radiator cap. So that was, I didn't think about it at that time.
So we're on the way to the junkyard, we're gonna do that, and then when we get back, Dad's gonna start doing, what are you doing first? Wiring, and then I'm going to be getting onto the bed liner, which I'm doing something new, and I'm kind of curious how well it's gonna go. They're like giant turbo spray cans. So we'll get back to you.
Okay, so last night I'm laying in bed, I had to figure out we needed something. So she doesn't really know what this is, but we need it for today. Well, probably for tomorrow, but they brought it today. And when she opens it, she's going to tell me what it is.
Sure. Whatever you say.
On the table.
Some sort of fittings. Fuel, something fuel.
Right? But what do you think that is? Has a gauge
Fuel
on
pressure
it.
sensor.
Regulator. Right. That means you got it. So this is I can get on it. So this is what we didn't have this for the return line, so I had to get this today. Okay. So installed this. Then I couldn't figure out why I couldn't put the plug on. Well, there's a stud right there for a ground. So I think I'm just gonna cut that thing off. Dang it. taking the solenoid off so I can get to that bolt. I don't have a screw. My cutoff saw blade is bad, so I'm probably gonna have to use my cutoff wheel. That was what was in the way. Now it right on there. Okay. So okay, so I kind of was at a standstill. I've got the coil hooked up, distributor hooked up to the MSD box. I've got wires ran inside. This wires are for the fuel injection system, so there's a couple things I'm still research on that. So today, well, we've already done that today. So next, I'm just going to start doing some plug wires. These are Tons Performance 8mm high temperature spiral core, and they're in her color. So I'll start that one. We're just kind of plugging them in. I know I got to cut them and we're going to run them. But so these are, I don't know if you hear that. These are the plug wires. Okay. But what you're hearing is porcelain. So this is good to have when you have headers. You don't want heat here. And this porcelain is going to be real close to that, and that's what's going to keep the heat away. Really good plug wires. So I just got to see which ones are the longest, and those go to the back. And I'll start in the back, come forward. There, so that'll come up that way. You got that one come up that way. I kind of want to do as much as I can, you know, like this. So then I'll take the like that. That'll go there. That'll come up. That'll go there. And then the two next longest ones. I really like how this is looking with the white. What do you think, Haley? Doesn't that look nice? Yeah. I really like the white. And we're trying to, we'll bring them over each side. I want to try to display the valve covers as much as I can. We got enough here that I could run all of them back farther. So that, I'm not sure yet. But and the last two. Like that.
Do we have to put them black things on those?
What black things? On the edge, yeah. Okay. There's the coil. I kind of like it, kind of like this, don't you?
Yeah.
I kind of like it. You know what I mean? And then it comes clean to right here. Mm-hmm. Kind of like that.
How do you get them to stay that way?
Well, I will hook them all like this. So there'll be a little clamp that we can clamp them out of the way, and then they'll come straight down here underneath this plug, and then they'll have another one here, and then it'll just spin up like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'll be nice and even. Probably a black. We'll have to. They have them up at O'Reilly's. But
covers.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to do the same here. I'm going to go underneath to kind of run them down the valley there. But I really like how that looks. Can you see it in the video? Yeah, you can see the white in the... Yeah. But that looks nice.
I like this side, so we can get them to look like that side.
You need to do this. All the black is going to be hooked together. You need to take this and go underneath like this. I'm going to zip tie all the black together.
But
well, you know why it's like that? Because look at it's on the back side there, and it's on the front side here. Mm-hmm. Because this is number one cylinder. I gotta take them all back out. I'll start with this one.
I think we need to
So this one needs to be probably like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, a little bit longer than that. It's not gonna come.
Yep. So this is a good kit, but it didn't come with a tool to crimp these stupid things. So I went to the store. Where's the container? And I bought this. And it showed in the picture that it came with it. Nope. Didn't come with the tool to crimp it. So now I got to do it by and crimp them that way. It takes a lot longer, but one at a time.
Alrighty, so I just got done scrubbing and power washing the bed. It's semi-clean. There's definitely stains, but I think there was stains before, but it's definitely sat, so the truck has got to be cleaned. But anyway, so I got that, and now I think I'm gonna have to pretty much let it dry. So once it starts to dry a little bit more, especially the tops, I'm gonna start taping it up. And you may be wondering, why did you not take these off? Well, because I'm gonna have to tape it up anyway, so there's really no point in me taking them off whatsoever. So I'm leaving them on. I'm just gonna tape around them, and yeah. So right now, I don't know what I'm about to do while I wait to let this dry. But Dad's over there doing his wire and stuff, and yeah, I'll come back to you when I start doing something. Okay, so I've started taping up. I've taped up practically everything. There's a few different places I still have to tape up. And I've started to sand it. I was using, I can grab it, this bad boy. But there is quite a few spots that I can't get with that. So I'm gonna just take 180 and do the rest by hand. I've gotten the whole floor and part of the sides and the wheel wells done, but it's taking me a bit, but it's got to be done today, so I have a feeling it's gonna be a late night for me. Darn turbo can will get you. Thing is pretty cool. I'd have done it, but Dad, like a little kid in a candy shop. I didn't even finish taping up the plastic, and he said he couldn't wait no more. Okay, so this is where we're leaving off. We just got this to do. I ended up going through 2 of those cans, and it just wasn't enough. So looks like tomorrow morning I'm taking a run to Advanced, and I'm gonna have to get another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this part off, and we'll pick up tomorrow.
Okay, so now it's the next day. Last night, I did off camera because it got dark. I fixed the starter. That's all bolted in. I had to retap one of the holes. Got that done. I made all the plug wires. Got that done. I don't know if we showed this, but we installed this. I got wires all done. If you can see down in there, I got the transmission dipstick done right here. Got that all mounted. What else? So we're gonna get a new belt for this. That one's nice. This one's just too loose, and this is all the way maxed out here. So I'm gonna take this off, and tomorrow when we go to work, I'm gonna get a smaller one, so there's more throw here, and then this will be able to come in a little bit. But what I'm working on right now, and I'll show you here in a second, is I'm wiring up the alternator. So let me reset you here, and we'll get you showing that. So kind of at a standstill. I've got all the wiring done for the engine. Alternator is done. All the FI is done. The only thing I got left to wire up is O2 sensor, and I got to put the exhaust on. A little bit of exhaust that we're doing. So I'm just gonna go over to the transmission mounts, or transmission lines, I'm sorry. So we got, hopefully they fit. That is for, okay. are missing something. I cannot hook up to the... So this is an adapter. I'll show you. So okay, so this hooks up to the cooler in the bed. And then this will come down, this will have the line to it. But I just realized that this is for the cooler, and I did not get an AN fitting for the transmission. That sucks. That sucks. So now I'm gonna have to go back and order that. So that it's gonna put us off a week. Probably not gonna be able to start it today without the cooler lines hooked up. Well, that's a fail. Room! Okay. So I'm inside. I did a lot of the wiring. I got a little frustrated with the transmission cooler lines. We had to order some fittings so that it won't be till tomorrow. So let me show you what we're working on today. Well, I've already showed you that. Let me show you what I'm working on right now. So I need a spot for the touchscreen and all the switches. So we're going to utilize this area. And what she came up with is, we'll put it down in here. We'll put it right up to that hole right up there. This is gonna go in here. And we'll paint this black, and this will go in here. And this will get cut out for all the switches. And then this will be the screen. So screen will be right there with for all the EFI system. Got all the wiring over there. I'm waiting for Amazon. There should be here today. There's going to be a negative and positive post right there. So it'll go down back to the battery in the bed of the truck. Well, to a kill switch, then a battery. And then a negative will go right down through the floor, and it'll go to the chassis underneath. Then I can start wiring all that up. I don't think it's going to be today. Hopefully I can get maybe a fire up this week. But I don't really want to fire anything up without the transmission having any fluid in it or anything. I just don't like that. So we got to wait for them fittings, run that. So it'll probably be next weekend. But it won't be in this week's video. So I will show you kind of what's going on with the bed liner. There's kind of some stuff happening to it. I don't know what happened. I think the moisture last night messed up the tailgate. The inside of the bed's all done. Doesn't look the prettiest, but it's a burnout truck.
Alrighty, so we're back to day 2 of getting stuff done. So late last night, I ended up finishing up the tape-in and just went ahead and sprayed it. Did the bed, we took the tailgate off and did the tailgate separately. The bed did alright. We didn't even have enough, so I ended up having to go this morning to get 2 more, so that would have been 4 in total that we did. But we did have to take the tailgate back down. For some reason, it either had to do with the moisture or something, but the tailgate, it just started peeling. Like I practically peeled most of it off. So I've already gone ahead and re-sprayed that, and this is the final product. So Dad is currently getting the plate put together, but when he was getting them little screws to hold that down, one of them broke. So now we're gonna have to find one, but he's doing that, and then my computer is gonna go right on top.
So this is my thought. We're gonna take the 2 screws out here, take this right off. We're gonna end up putting more clear on this before the event. It's good. I tried sand. I mean, right here, I sanded and buffed this.
You kind of see where
you can see where I sanded it, and I think if the whole vehicle was like that, it was good. But if we could take, let's just say 800 to 1,000 grit, and just go over the whole thing, make it smooth, and then put one. Well, we're probably going to put a coat of pink back on it because there was a little bit of
some spots that came off all over the vehicle.
The person that we had mixing this color,
hey, no,
the engine compartment's a different color. So her measurements were a little off. She figured it out so we can recreate what's under the hood.
Kind of. Not really. It's a long shot. I had a couple different things. They all kind of get the same.
Hi, how you doing?
They're just a couple different
I
shades.
don't know who owns that train horn on a vehicle, but I've heard that 7 times today.
Yeah.
7 times in front of the house. So I don't know if it's somebody I know or just people are being stupid. But we're gonna paint this, make it all nice. Then I'm gonna put the diamond plate right here, and then the kill switch can be right here. So it'll sit about this high, and then they can just, and it's right out of the way. And I think at first I was like, well, we could put the plate all like here, like this.
But just in case I smack right here,
but then it's gonna be out. I think it's better if it's right in there. It's a hole, boom, done. We're not even using it anymore. We got a fuel cell.
Yeah.
So got a lot done.
Honestly, I like the bed. At first I wasn't sure. There are definitely some things that aren't great with it, but I like it.
And you will probably see this video in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So we're kind of ahead on videos from when you're seeing them, which we've kind of, for the past, I think, a couple of weeks, when Dad went to New York, we ended up being able to stock up on an extra video, so we figured to save us some time. So when you're watching this, it's quite a bit out. We've already kind of done a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, the truck will most definitely be started by the time you see this, but that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed with the bunch of craziness we had going on, but we will catch you on the next video.